每天练习英语听、说、练，与我们一起提升你的语言技能。完成后，在我们的应用程式里多加练习。免费，连结在下方。开始练习吧。
Alex says the game goes to a penalty shootout. Alex says the game goes to a penalty shootout.
Alex 说比赛进入点球大战。
Alex says the game goes to a penalty shootout. Alex says the game goes to a penalty shootout. Mia feels nervous before the kicks. Mia feels nervous before the kicks.
Mia 在主罚前觉得很紧张。
Mia feels nervous before the kicks. Mia feels nervous before the kicks. Carlos watches the ref point to the spot. Carlos watches the ref point to the spot.
Carlos 看见裁判指向12码点。
Carlos watches the ref point to the spot. Carlos watches the ref point to the spot. Emma whispers that penalties decide the winner. Emma whispers that penalties decide the winner.
Emma 低声说点球会决定胜负。
Emma whispers that penalties decide the winner. Emma whispers that penalties decide the winner. Noah ties his shoe before his kick. Noah ties his shoe before his kick.
Noah 在主罚前系好鞋带。
Noah ties his shoe before his kick. Noah ties his shoe before his kick. Sophia stands on the midfield line and waits. Sophia stands on the midfield line and waits.
Sophia 站在中线上等待。
Sophia stands on the midfield line and waits. Sophia stands on the midfield line and waits. Jack tells Lily to stay calm. Jack tells Lily to stay calm.
Jack 要求 Lily 保持冷静。
Jack tells Lily to stay calm. Jack tells Lily to stay calm. Lily breathes deep and looks at the goal. Lily breathes deep and looks at the goal.
Lily 深呼吸并看向球门。
Lily breathes deep and looks at the goal. Lily breathes deep and looks at the goal. Ethan says the pressure is huge. Ethan says the pressure is huge.
Ethan 说压力很大。
Ethan says the pressure is huge. Ethan says the pressure is huge. Ava hears the crowd go silent. Ava hears the crowd go silent.
Ava 听到全场安静下来。
Ava hears the crowd go silent. Ava hears the crowd go silent. Lucas pats Zoe on the shoulder. Lucas pats Zoe on the shoulder.
Lucas 轻拍 Zoe 的肩膀。
Lucas pats Zoe on the shoulder. Lucas pats Zoe on the shoulder. Zoe says, "You can do it, Grace." Zoe says, "You can do it, Grace."
Zoe 说你可以的 Grace。
Zoe says, "You can do it, Grace." Zoe says, "You can do it, Grace." Ryan studies the goalie's movement. Ryan studies the goalie's movement.
Ryan 研究门将的动作。
Ryan studies the goalie's movement. Ryan studies the goalie's movement. Grace says the ball is 12 yards out. Grace says the ball is 12 yards out.
Grace 说球距离球门12码。
Grace says the ball is 12 yards out. Grace says the ball is 12 yards out. Ben walks to the penalty spot slowly. Ben walks to the penalty spot slowly.
Ben 慢慢走向12码点。
Ben walks to the penalty spot slowly. Ben walks to the penalty spot slowly. Chloe places the ball carefully. Chloe places the ball carefully.
Chloe 小心地把球摆好。
Chloe places the ball carefully. Chloe places the ball carefully. Daniel asks the ref for a second. Daniel asks the ref for a second.
Daniel 向裁判要一下时间。
Daniel asks the ref for a second. Daniel asks the ref for a second. Maya fixes the ball again. Maya fixes the ball again.
Maya 又把球重新摆好。
Maya fixes the ball again. Maya fixes the ball again. Leo looks at the goalie's eyes. Leo looks at the goalie's eyes.
Leo 盯住门将的眼睛。
Leo looks at the goalie's eyes. Leo looks at the goalie's eyes. Nora chooses the bottom corner. Nora chooses the bottom corner.
Laura 选择打向球门下角。
Nora chooses the bottom corner. Nora chooses the bottom corner. Olivia aims for the right side. Olivia aims for the right side.
Olivia 瞄准右侧。
Olivia aims for the right side. Olivia aims for the right side. Liam changes his mind at the last second. Liam changes his mind at the last second.
Liam 在最后一刻改变主意。
Liam changes his mind at the last second. Liam changes his mind at the last second. Isabella says, "Keep your head down, Jacob." Isabella says, "Keep your head down, Jacob."
Isabella 说 Jacob 头要压低。
Isabella says, "Keep your head down, Jacob." Isabella says, "Keep your head down, Jacob." Jacob runs up for his kick. Jacob runs up for his kick.
Jacob 助跑准备主罚。
Jacob runs up for his kick. Jacob runs up for his kick. Aria cheers for her team. Aria cheers for her team.
Aria 为她的球队加油。
Aria cheers for her team. Aria cheers for her team. David hears the whistle and starts. David hears the whistle and starts.
David 听到哨音就开始。
David hears the whistle and starts. David hears the whistle and starts. Sarah keeps her steps short. Sarah keeps her steps short.
Sarah 保持步伐短小。
Sarah keeps her steps short. Sarah keeps her steps short. Kevin shoots low and hard. Kevin shoots low and hard.
Kevin 低平大力射门。
Kevin shoots low and hard. Kevin shoots low and hard. Julia chips the ball down the middle. Julia chips the ball down the middle.
Julia 以挑射打向中路。
Julia chips the ball down the middle. Julia chips the ball down the middle. Mark tries a stutter step. Mark tries a stutter step.
Mark 试着用盾步。
Mark tries a stutter step. Mark tries a stutter step. Nina thinks the goalie will dive left. Nina thinks the goalie will dive left.
Nina 觉得门将会扑左。
Nina thinks the goalie will dive left. Nina thinks the goalie will dive left. Omar thinks the goalie will dive right. Omar thinks the goalie will dive right.
Omar 觉得门将会扑右。
Omar thinks the goalie will dive right. Omar thinks the goalie will dive right. Paige hopes for a clean strike. Paige hopes for a clean strike.
Paige 希望能一脚干净利落。
Paige hopes for a clean strike. Paige hopes for a clean strike. Quinn says, pick a side and trust it. Quinn says, pick a side and trust it.
Quinn 说，选定一侧就相信他。
Quinn says, pick a side and trust it. Quinn says, pick a side and trust it. Rosa takes a long breath. Rosa takes a long breath.
Rosa 深深吸了一口气。
Rosa takes a long breath. Rosa takes a long breath. Sam tells Tina to relax her shoulders. Sam tells Tina to relax her shoulders.
Sam 要 Tina 放松肩膀。
Sam tells Tina to relax her shoulders. Sam tells Tina to relax her shoulders. Tina nods and smiles. Tina nods and smiles.
Tina 点头微笑。
Tina nods and smiles. Tina nods and smiles. Victor points to the corner he will hit. Victor points to the corner he will hit.
Victor 指住自己要打的角落。
Victor points to the corner he will hit. Victor points to the corner he will hit. Wendy wipes sweat from her face. Wendy wipes sweat from her face.
Wendy 擦去脸上的汗。
Wendy wipes sweat from her face. Wendy wipes sweat from her face. Xavier taps the ball once. Xavier taps the ball once.
Xavier 轻点球一下。
Xavier taps the ball once. Xavier taps the ball once. Yara looks at the net and sets her aim. Yara looks at the net and sets her aim.
Yara 看住球门并定好目标。
Yara looks at the net and sets her aim. Yara looks at the net and sets her aim. Zach whispers a quick prayer. Zach whispers a quick prayer.
Zach 小声祈祷了一下。
Zach whispers a quick prayer. Zach whispers a quick prayer. Bella walks back to start her run. Bella walks back to start her run.
Bella 走回去准备起跑距离。
Bella walks back to start her run. Bella walks back to start her run. Colin keeps his head steady. Colin keeps his head steady.
Colin 保持头部稳定。
Colin keeps his head steady. Colin keeps his head steady. Dana puts power behind the shot. Dana puts power behind the shot.
Dana 把力量灌进这脚射门。
Dana puts power behind the shot. Dana puts power behind the shot. Edgar tries to place it with accuracy. Edgar tries to place it with accuracy.
Edgar 试图追求精准落点。
Edgar tries to place it with accuracy. Edgar tries to place it with accuracy. Fiona watches the keeper's feet. Fiona watches the keeper's feet.
Fiona 观察门将的脚步。
Fiona watches the keeper's feet. Fiona watches the keeper's feet. Gabe keeps the ball low. Gabe keeps the ball low.
Gabe 把球路压低。
Gabe keeps the ball low. Gabe keeps the ball low. Hannah aims high into the roof. Hannah aims high into the roof.
Hannah 瞄准球门上方的死角。
Hannah aims high into the roof. Hannah aims high into the roof. Ivan strikes the ball with his instep. Ivan strikes the ball with his instep.
Ivan 用脚背正面抽射。
Ivan strikes the ball with his instep. Ivan strikes the ball with his instep. Jenna turns her hips to hide her plan. Jenna turns her hips to hide her plan.
Jenna 转动髋部以隐藏意图。
Jenna turns her hips to hide her plan. Jenna turns her hips to hide her plan. Kyle trusts his first choice. Kyle trusts his first choice.
Kyle 相信自己的第一选择。
Kyle trusts his first choice. Kyle trusts his first choice. Lana avoids the goalie's guess. Lana avoids the goalie's guess.
Lana 避开门将的猜测。
Lana avoids the goalie's guess. Lana avoids the goalie's guess. Marco uses a short run-up. Marco uses a short run-up.
Marco 使用短助跑。
Marco uses a short run-up. Marco uses a short run-up. Owen uses a longer run-up. Owen uses a longer run-up.
Owen 使用较长的助跑。
Owen uses a longer run-up. Owen uses a longer run-up. Priya says, do not overthink it. Priya says, do not overthink it.
Priya 说，别想太多。
Priya says, do not overthink it. Priya says, do not overthink it. Raoul smiles to ease the mood. Raoul smiles to ease the mood.
Raoul 微笑以缓和气氛。
Raoul smiles to ease the mood. Raoul smiles to ease the mood. Sienna picks the left corner. Sienna picks the left corner.
Sienna 选左脚。
Sienna picks the left corner. Sienna picks the left corner. Toby picks the right corner. Toby picks the right corner.
Toby 选右脚。
Toby picks the right corner. Toby picks the right corner. Uma goes straight down the middle. Uma goes straight down the middle.
Uma 直接打向中路。
Uma goes straight down the middle. Uma goes straight down the middle. Vince says, follow through smoothly. Vince says, follow through smoothly.
Vince 说，收尾动作要顺畅。
Vince says, follow through smoothly. Vince says, follow through smoothly. Willow believes in her practice. Willow believes in her practice.
Willow 相信自己的训练。
Willow believes in her practice. Willow believes in her practice. Jimena stands tall on the line. Jimena stands tall on the line.
Jimena 站在门线上挺直身体。
Jimena stands tall on the line. Jimena stands tall on the line. Yuri watches for the ref's signal. Yuri watches for the ref's signal.
Yuri 等待裁判的示意。
Yuri watches for the ref's signal. Yuri watches for the ref's signal. Zane steps up with confidence. Zane steps up with confidence.
Zane 自信地走上前。
Zane steps up with confidence. Zane steps up with confidence. Alex waits for the whistle. Alex waits for the whistle.
Alex 等待哨音。
Alex waits for the whistle. Alex waits for the whistle. Mia hears the whistle and shoots. Mia hears the whistle and shoots.
Mia 听到哨音就射门。
Mia hears the whistle and shoots. Mia hears the whistle and shoots. Carlos hits the inside of the post. Carlos hits the inside of the post.
Carlos 击中门柱内侧。
Carlos hits the inside of the post. Carlos hits the inside of the post. Emma sees the ball bounce in. Emma sees the ball bounce in.
Emma 看柱球弹进。
Emma sees the ball bounce in. Emma sees the ball bounce in. Noah sees the ball bounce out. Noah sees the ball bounce out.
Noah 看柱球弹出。
Noah sees the ball bounce out. Noah sees the ball bounce out. Sophia shouts, "That was close." Sophia shouts, "That was close."
Sophia 喊，好险。
Sophia shouts, "That was close." Sophia shouts, "That was close." Jack says the goalie guessed right. Jack says the goalie guessed right.
Jack 说门将判断对了。
Jack says the goalie guessed right. Jack says the goalie guessed right. Lily says the goalie guessed wrong. Lily says the goalie guessed wrong.
Lily 说门将判断错了。
Lily says the goalie guessed wrong. Lily says the goalie guessed wrong. Ethan claps for a good save. Ethan claps for a good save.
Ethan 为精彩的扑救鼓掌。
Ethan claps for a good save. Ethan claps for a good save. Ava groans after a miss. Ava groans after a miss.
Ava 失手后哀叹了一声。
Ava groans after a miss. Ava groans after a miss. Lucas celebrates a clean strike. Lucas celebrates a clean strike.
Lucas 庆祝一脚干净利落的射门。
Lucas celebrates a clean strike. Lucas celebrates a clean strike. Zoe hugs Grace after her goal. Zoe hugs Grace after her goal.
Zoe 在 Grace 进球后抱住她。
Zoe hugs Grace after her goal. Zoe hugs Grace after her goal. Ryan thanks the goalie for a save. Ryan thanks the goalie for a save.
Ryan 感谢门将的扑救。
Ryan thanks the goalie for a save. Ryan thanks the goalie for a save. Grace taps the ball to the net. Grace taps the ball to the net.
Grace 轻推把球送进球门。
Grace taps the ball to the net. Grace taps the ball to the net. Ben keeps his shot simple. Ben keeps his shot simple.
Ben 保持射门简单。
Ben keeps his shot simple. Ben keeps his shot simple. Chloe tricks the goalie with eyes. Chloe tricks the goalie with eyes.
Chloe 用眼神骗过门将。
Chloe tricks the goalie with eyes. Chloe tricks the goalie with eyes. Daniel sends the goalie the wrong way. Daniel sends the goalie the wrong way.
Daniel 骗得门将扑错方向。
Daniel sends the goalie the wrong way. Daniel sends the goalie the wrong way. Maya keeps her plant foot firm. Maya keeps her plant foot firm.
Maya 支撑脚踩稳。
Maya keeps her plant foot firm. Maya keeps her plant foot firm. Leo swings his leg with control. Leo swings his leg with control.
Leo 甩腿控制得宜。
Leo swings his leg with control. Leo swings his leg with control. Nora hits the side netting. Nora hits the side netting.
Nora 打中边网。
Nora hits the side netting. Nora hits the side netting. Olivia says, aim small, miss small. Olivia says, aim small, miss small.
Olivia 说，瞄小目标，偏差更小。
Olivia says, aim small, miss small. Olivia says, aim small, miss small. Liam jokes to calm Jacob down. Liam jokes to calm Jacob down.
Liam 开玩笑想让 Jacob 放松。
Liam jokes to calm Jacob down. Liam jokes to calm Jacob down. Isabella watches the score on the screen. Isabella watches the score on the screen.
Isabella 看住荧幕上的比分。
Isabella watches the score on the screen. Isabella watches the score on the screen. Jacob knows his team needs a goal. Jacob knows his team needs a goal.
Jacob 知道他的球队需要一个进球。
Jacob knows his team needs a goal. Jacob knows his team needs a goal. Arya tells David to trust his training. Arya tells David to trust his training.
Arya 要 David 相信他的训练。
Arya tells David to trust his training. Arya tells David to trust his training. David nods and walks to the spot. David nods and walks to the spot.
David 点头走向12码点。
David nods and walks to the spot. David nods and walks to the spot. Sarah wipes her hands on her shorts. Sarah wipes her hands on her shorts.
Sarah 把手在短裤上擦一擦。
Sarah wipes her hands on her shorts. Sarah wipes her hands on her shorts. Kevin places the ball just right. Kevin places the ball just right.
Kevin 把球摆到最合适的位置。
Kevin places the ball just right. Kevin places the ball just right. Julia backs up 5 steps. Julia backs up 5 steps.
Julia 退后5步。
Julia backs up 5 steps. Julia backs up 5 steps. Mark takes only 2 steps. Mark takes only 2 steps.
Mark 只用2步助跑。
Mark takes only 2 steps. Mark takes only 2 steps.
感谢观看，订阅我们的频道并开启通知，及时获取新视频，持续你的英语学习之旅。